A 16-year-old in lockup tonight on murder charges after an elderly man is found dead in his own home. Police say the teen and the victim knew each other. Fed up with potholes? See what one kid who's too young to drive is doing to smooth out the streets in his neighborhood.
That breaking news out of Chesterfield tonight, where a 16-year-old has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of an elderly man.
Yeah, let's get straight to it. 87-year-old Brian Walker was found dead inside his home this morning with very obvious signs of trauma. Investigators spent the day investigating, and within the last few hours, they arrested the teenager. Our Eric Perry has been following this story all day. He's live on the scene. Eric, many people in that neighborhood trying to come to terms with this. Meteorologist Jim Duncan joining us now. Jim, so is the sunshine on the way?
It is.
Well, while the outrage has seemed to have diminished over the governor's blackface scandal, many have not forgotten the controversy surrounding Ralph Northam's comments on late-term abortion. That's one reason why thousands are expected to converge on the state capitol tomorrow for a March for Life. The rally will be held at the state capitol at 11, but the march itself takes place at noon. Now, if you're in that area at the time, there will be impacts on driving and parking, so take a look at this. To accommodate the march, East Broad Street between 8th and Governor will be closed between 11:50 a.m. and 1 p.m. Part of East Franklin and Grace Streets between 8th and 9th Streets will also close around that same time. There are also some parking changes. We've posted all of that for you on the NBC 12 News app. Meantime, there's growing pressure for a legislative hearing that would allow Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax's accusers the chance to testify before state lawmakers. The House Speaker says Republicans want that hearing to have support from Democrats as well, but they claim Democrats are fighting it. If a hearing does happen, I'm taking a look at how that process would work. After Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax's accusers shared their claims of assault on television, Delegate Rob Bell is proposing a hearing for June or August by a panel of lawmakers, 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans. But the House Speaker says the Democrats have not agreed to it.
State legislatures are not judicial bodies, they're legislative bodies. And so they're expected to make laws. You're not expected to determine whether or not any situation has a measure of legality.
House Speaker Kirk Cox says he's been in touch with the attorneys of both of Justin Fairfax's accusers. They say those women are willing to share their accounts before lawmakers here. But first, there would have to be bipartisan support.
Let's assume that the accusers come and they say the things they've said on national television. What happens then? Do you then censure Fairfax? Do you then seek his removal? And when ultimately you know that those things are going to be politically problematic.
But the House Speaker is saying this. It appears 2 survivors will be denied an opportunity to be heard solely because Democrats are refusing to participate. Democratic House Minority Leader Eileen Filler-Corn admits the allegations are serious, hence the Democratic caucus asking Fairfax to resign. But she says the accusers should be heard in a forum free of partisan politics.
Our Lieutenant Governor, despite what many people may believe about the accusations, the allegations, has not been charged with the crime.
All right, now if a hearing becomes finalized, we'll keep you posted. Plus, a dramatic rescue caught on a police officer's body camera. The intense moments he saved a man from the 2nd story of a burning apartment building. The family of the man accused of killing a University of South Carolina student says he didn't do it. Henry and Loretta Rowland say they were shocked when their youngest child, Nathaniel Rowland, was charged with killing Samantha Josephson. The suspect's brother says Nate was not in the car that surveillance video shows the South Carolina student getting into.
I believe.
The Rowlands say they can only imagine what Josephson's family is going through. And while they're convinced their son is innocent, the Rowlands say if Nate is proven guilty, then he has to pay the consequences. All right, some people in Iowa are just now getting a look at the damage left behind by historic flooding. Take a look. You can see piles of debris being left on the side of the road.
We built our life here.
Some people in Fremont County are still without basic necessities like drinking water more than 2 weeks after flooding forced them to evacuate.
Exactly. I think I might use that, though. Well, we've all been there, fed up with potholes.
My goodness, haven't we? Well, a 12-year-old in Michigan says he can't even drive yet, but he's going to take matters in his own hands, and he got dirty in the process. Here's Julie Dunmeyer. All right, if you can believe it, baseball is just 2 days away. The Flying Squirrels opens their 10th season at the Diamond this week. Today was the club's annual media day, getting pictures taken and sharing expectations for the upcoming season. Not much field work got done this afternoon due to the weather conditions, but the team opens up on Thursday at 6:35 in front of what is expected to be a sellout crowd. Meanwhile, NASCAR weekend in Richmond is less than 2 weeks away. Today, the track unveiled its latest panel on the Cup Garage's Walk of Honor. This year's panel recognizes 7 Virginia natives who won Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series. They include Bill Dennis, Ricky Rudd, Jeff Burton, and Denny Hamlin. Race weekend kicks off next Friday, April 12th, with the Xfinity race. The Cup race is April 13th. All right, don't forget, Sports Director Mark Davis will make the trip to Minneapolis with UVA as they take on Auburn in the Final Four. Look for his report starting tomorrow as Virginia chases its first men's basketball national championship in program history. Tip-off is set for just after 6 p.m. on Saturday. And we're back in just a moment. Keep the channel here for 12 News Today, and that begins at 4:30 a.m.
That does it for us at 11. Thanks a lot for choosing NBC 12. Have a great evening.
Have a good one.